Hey everyone, so I'm just gonna wait for a little bit just to see if more people will be joining us. We are in Trona. It took us about, I'm trying to think, about 6 hours to get to Ridgecrest, and then half an hour from Ridgecrest to Trona to take a look at some of the damage from the earthquakes from Thursday and Friday. We just met with a family here in Trona that will be sleeping outside because their house is not safe. And I want to show you some of that damage, but first I want to show you, they're calling it their hotel for the night. Family will be sleeping outside or in the trucks. We're gonna go inside. They're letting us take a look at some of the damage here. A little backstory of the family. This woman's dad built this home in 1961, and so for them it's really a really sentimental home, and they don't really know what exactly will happen. Let me show you some of the cracks here, so you can see some of the cracks here from the earthquake. And then just a lot of stuff pretty much everywhere. They're planning on packing here. You can see that crack right there, just going all the way around. But it's actually everything you see here. Overstock is beautifully furniture. And so the woman who lives here, she told me that she was in the computer room when that quake hit. I'm gonna see if I can go over there because everything's kind of tight. They're still trying to clean up, but I can't even open the door. All the books fell down here. She was sitting over there, and she said that she told me that she was kind of at the point where she was just like, just over it. She is so tired. She said that she felt upset because her son was helping her take care of the house after what happened on 4th of July with the earthquake, and he just cleaned up. And she said it was just frustrating to see all of this happen again. And see all of this here. So I'm gonna walk here. I'm gonna walk very carefully because there is some glass here at this home, but I know some people are just tuning in right now. We just drove, well, for most of the day, we drove from Sacramento down to Ridgecrest, and then from Ridgecrest to Trona. On our way to Trona on the road, it was kind of a tourist attraction for a lot of people, and we stopped by just to ask people what was kind of going on, and they told me the reason why that they were stopping was because the road pretty much peaked. So it was flat, and it peaked because of the earthquake. Let me show you some image again from this home. This was the bathroom here. And then, like I said, this just pretty much just fell down here. And the bathroom, she said all of these were just like came out. You can just see everything was just out. But for this family here, this one that lives in Trona, they told me that they're going to be sleeping outside. They don't know how long they're going to be sleeping outside because their house is not safe, especially with some of the aftershocks. We did feel an aftershock while we were interviewing them about, I think it might have been maybe 20 minutes ago we felt the aftershock, and for them it was just kind of like, it just happens here, which is kind of ironic for me to even think. Oh, Maria, you felt it too. It was absolutely crazy. So let me just show you some of the damage here at this home because I know people are tuning in. You see all the cracks right here. It just goes all across right there. This is Anna Sue. She lives here. Thank you. And so I just want to show you some of the other cracks here. You see the crack all the way across. Just right there. Just crazy. Here's all of this. Anna Sue, I'm just on Facebook Live. What's next?
Oh, I don't know.
Are you just kind of packing everything pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much.
And so you said is this your china here?
No, this, I belong to the Masonic, different orders in the Masonic family. And as such, I have been Bethel Guardian, and I have been Mother Advisor, Bethel Guardian of Job's Daughters, and Bethel, and we're the advisor of Rainbow for Girls. I also belong to an organization called Daughters of the Nile, and we work in conjunction with the Shriners and the Shrine Hospitals for the children. And at one time, I was the queen, which is the like president or whatever.
Yeah.
I was the queen, and a lot of this is gifts I was given.
Did any of them get broken at all?
Oh yes.
A lot of them got broken. A lot of the gifts.
Did they come out of that?
Well, this one was all Nile, and that one was all Job's Daughters and Rainbow. So,
And so how about your kitchen? What kind of damage did your kitchen see?
well, we need to go through the other
Okay.
room.
Maybe you can kind of show me.
Unless you can step over that.
I can step. Are you able to step over there?
Yeah,
Okay, you're
ma'am.
getting. Okay.
Hey, ma'am, we call it a Supreme Atonement. I got this year by Trona. Every Supreme Weapon Server of the United States and Canada.
Okay.
And I'm also the flag bearer of the United
So
This
what
is
is
my
this?
grandfather clock that we've taken the things out, and I was worried about that because I have some glassware that belonged to my daddy's mother.
Oh. And then you mentioned, I know some people are tuning in, your dad built this home.
Yes.
How many homes did he build in this area?
The first one was down there across the street where we first lived.
Yeah.
He and a friend went in partnership, and they built the one next door for the friend, and then built one for Daddy.
And so the kitchen here, I know your daughters have been helping out. Your good daughters here from Bakersfield.
Yeah. This is.
So is this all the trash that you've been just, or is this?
No, that's jelly. You want some jelly?
Oh no, I'm good.
We
I'm
made
good. You're
we
so
made
sweet.
jelly.
Jelly's really good too.
Aw.
Homemade, there's no preservatives.
Oh my gosh.
So
You're so
anyway,
sweet.
my son put these, homemade locks to hold it. And
Did he just put these on after
yes, he
4th of
put
July?
them. Yeah, after the 4th, he put these on, and up here, and up there.
Was it still okay after Friday?
Well, see how they bowed out, how they pulled. Some of them
Yes.
got lost. My refrigerator was pulled out, way out to here.
Wow.
Stuff fell down, and this is the china that cracked because I had a bunch of
Oh.
vases and what have you up there.
So these were, was that your china that fell?
No. This is just here. This was just glass, glassware like serving trays or something like that, and vases for flower arrangements because if we have parties or something in different organizations, we need table decorations.
So you mentioned in Trona, this is like earthquakes are pretty common, but not like to this magnitude, right?
Not this fast. Anyway, my phone's ringing, baby girl. How'd you get it?
Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, things fell down, and now this fell this time, and that's milk glass up there, and it didn't fall last time.
Wow. But wait, were these cabinets like this, or I guess?
The one they opened them, yeah. Normally they shut,
Oh wow. And so, show me. You said you had your hotel here.
Boogie says she loves you.
My hotel. Who?
You said,
Oh, okay, it's her. Okay,
and you
that's
mentioned
her
that you're going to be
granddaughter.
sleeping in this high-rise hotel tonight.
Oh, I'll have to take you outside to show you.
She's got the suite. She's got the deluxe suite. That's what it is.
Okay.
Nothing but the best for mom.
So what's going
More
on here?
stepping over because our water heater fell. And
Oh, your water heater fell too.
And
Right above the door, there's a kid.
Uh oh. Oh. Oh wow. These cracks right here. Oh my gosh.
I know you're just wanting to get rid of your mother-in-law. Just
Aw.
come on.
Sorry, just walking.
So anyway, this is okay. You can't really
Oh, it's
see it.
oh right there.
Yeah,
Did
broke
this
off.
just happen? Did this happen too?
Yeah, that was up and broke one.
Oh my gosh. Oh. And is this from the earthquake too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
because they're
snapped the
trying to lines
fix.
off.
Oh.
Thank God I got me a got me a plumber for a hubby.
So Anna Sue was showing me where she's gonna be sleeping tonight.
This is Loretta's room. This is her high-rise hotel that she's sleeping in. And mine is parked up there. I don't know if you can see it. It's awfully dark, but mine is parked up there. So we shall move mine
Oh.
a little farther down the road.
So you all will be sleeping outside and not in the home tonight.
Yes.
Oh.
So
So there's mattresses there too. Who's gonna be sleeping on the mattresses?
she gets one mattress. We
the
get
daughter?
a mattress in our hotel.
Then we rig another mattress with the
There's pillows that make
pillow thing.
And Johnny gets the floor sleeping. We gotta figure out where we're going to put
Told
those
them to
toys.
bring their
Sleeping
blow-up-
bags?
No, whatever. I told them to bring their
Blow-up thingy?
yeah.
Okay. So, anyway, we'll sleep somewhere.
Oh,
Or we can put them in the... There, we can...
Just figure out something. Now you know where the red is.
She's going to sleep here.
Thank
I
you
know
so
it.
much, Anna Sue. I'm just gonna
No
finish
problem.
this up really quick. So Ken, I just want to wrap things up, but she was just so gracious to talk to us and show a little bit of the damage that she has. I'm trying to see with the light. Show us some of the damage that she had to her home with those 2 earthquakes, and I just wanted to show you what that looked like with the cracks and also the damage to a lot of her stuff. I'm looking if there's any more damage here, but there's just a lot of cracks around the home. A home that her dad built with her husband in 1960. And just for some perspective too, I know a lot of people may be watching from the Sacramento area and just kind of wondering, you know, the last earthquake on Friday, the last big one was a 7.1. And I know we keep throwing numbers at you, but I wanted to give you some perspective on what 7.1 means and how big that is. If you remember, I grew up in San Francisco, so a lot of people talk about the Loma Prieta earthquake in 1989. Well, that was a 6.9 magnitude earthquake, and it killed more than 60 people, thousands injured. You might remember some of that video from the World Series. I know my dad was watching. My mom was working at a bank. She was working on the first floor. It sunk in to become the basement because of the earthquake. So wanted to give some of that perspective as well, but we're gonna wrap things up here and just say goodbye to our gracious and lovely family who not only offered us jam but also offered us water here, and they're just absolutely so sweet. They told me that a lot of people in Trona are just so strong, and they'll get through this. I know that some of the daughters were kind of wondering what will happen to this home since they don't know if it's possible to rebuild, but I know some people might be wondering, you know, for this family that's going to be sleeping outside, what's going to happen next. They're going to be clearing the home, but next week, those 2 daughters, they live in Bakersfield, so she said that she'll be hopping to her different daughters' homes and sons' homes until they figure out what's next.